Hello my beautiful buttons and welcome back to the channel. Guys, oh, I thought I'd ordered my top there, haven't I? I've got my new jumper on from Vinted. Look, my little sparkly, can you see the sparkles on it? I don't know if you can see that because the sun's on me. We're alright, Yes guys, I'm going to Aldi today to do the weekly food shop. So I thought I would take you along with me, and why not do show you Christmas in Aldi. I haven't showed you through the middle aisles in Aldi for ages now, because I've just been going in, doing my shopping and getting on with it and coming out. So I'm going to show you the middle aisles today. I'm going in Home Bargains as well, because you lot know I do Aldi and Home Bargains every week. So I'll probably show you what I get from Home Bargains. I am on the lookout for a little stocking for Prosper, because I just realised when I hunted some more Christmas stuff out the other day that I haven't got a stocking for him, because last year I had like this furry reindeer little basket thing, and that was sort of his stocking, but not, do you know what I mean? But now he's 2 now, so I think he needs his own little stocking. So I am on the hunt for a little stocking for him. The older 3, they just use the same stockings year in, year out, so I've already got them. So if I can get a little stocking for him today, and I also want some wrapping paper for the 1st of December presents for them, because I use separate wrapping paper for that. I feel like I've got some in my eye. Do you know when you feel like a synthetic hair in your eye? I hate that. And because they like see-through, you can't locate them. Anyway, don't know what my hair's doing today. It's wild, and it's windy wild outside, so I'm going out into the wild. I think it's the half-term holiday, by the way, when I'm filming this. So, and it's currently Tuesday. So I'm hoping one of the older ones might come and help us with the bags, because I do appreciate the help now when I'm not into the food shopping. So let's go to Aldi and Home Bargains. If there's anything new in Home Bargains, I will film it, because I did notice some new candles in last week. So I might film a little bit in there, but I have done my Christmas at Home Bargains video, so we don't need to be doing that again. So come along with Mrs. C, we'll have a lovely little shopping trip, and I'll see you all back here in a couple of hours when I've got me bits and I've done all my food shopping for the week like a good mother hen. Right guys, we're starting off in the food aisle to see all the Christmas festive goodies. They've got loads of stuff in this aisle, in this one aisle in Aldi. Lovely. See that there? My daughter would love that. That schmoz. S'mores or schmoz, I don't know how to say it. They're nice little stocking fillers, aren't they? They've got the Italian nugget in. I don't like any of that sort of stuff. They've got rose and lemon Turkish delight, which I thought looked nice, and pistachio Turkish delight. They're 2 nice little gifts, aren't they? I think they were $2.99, those. You've got your cinnamon knots. They would be nice if you were doing a little hamper, putting a little hamper together. What else have you got? You've got your bougie blonde millionaire bomb. Sounds nice. You've got your cherry liqueurs for £3.19. Reindeer noses. They look like chocolates, I think, for $2.49. You had a nice bougie Aldi box of chocolates for $6.49. Then you've got your little bears. These are good. I always put these things in the kids' stockings. What have you got there? Your truffles. Love a good truffle. And then you've got your bougie mince pies, which were $2.49 if you want a bougie one. You've got your big giant Christmas pudding there. I don't really like Christmas pudding. Marzipan bites. I don't like marzipan, but you lot may like that. And then you've got your classic mince pies for $1.25. You've got your little mini Christmas puddings. I always put these in my mum and dad's hamper for Christmas, a little Christmas pudding. Pistachio and cranberry tiffin. That was new in. Never seen that before. That looks nice. I would like that as a present if any of my family members are watching this. You've got your iced fruit cake. I'm not a fan of fruit cake, like, and your nutcracker caramel slices. Now, everything on this aisle, guys, is red in sugars, so be careful. You know, just don't go too gung-ho in this aisle. You've got your Snowy Road mini bites. They're good if you've got like kids' Christmas Eve parties and things. And then your munch mix. I thought this was really nice for kids. It had a bit of everything in: popcorn, pretzels, chocolates. And then you've got all your lovely shortbread tins. So you can't go wrong with a tin of shortbread on Christmas, can you? You've got your little box of sweets there for the kids' Christmas party mix. I hate them type of sweets. They knock me ill. You know, with the white stuff on the back. You've got your Danish tradition butter cookies. They were nice. All butter cookies are always nice, aren't they? What else have you got? Your lollies that are just covered in sugar. And these, I thought these were good for Christmas stockings. Gus the Gonk. So I might pick up 3 of those for my older 3 nearer to Christmas. They've got your chocolate coins and all of that sort of stuff. Your little mini chocolate characters there. Again, great for stockings. Great for stockings. And then they've got these little things. I might get a little box of these to dot on the table for the 1st of December. As I thought they were quite nice. You've got 2 different flavour candy canes, strawberry one, and then I think these are the original peppermint. Yeah, I can't remember how much they were. I tried to get the prices in on the bottom, or 95 pence there, and just see that. I thought these were good as well for little stocking fillers. Chocolate letters to Santa, and they can put the little things in the letterbox. Thought they were cute. And then your giant chocolate coins. I've got 3 of these for the older ones for the 1st of December to go on the table display for them. You've got your marshmallow and your honeycomb bites. Your clotted cream fudge. You know, people would love a box of clotted cream fudge on Christmas, wouldn't they? What else have we got? You've got all your normal things like your Thorntons, your Matchmakers, your Maltesers, your Galaxy, and your After Eights. I was going to say your Twilights. What am I on about? And then all the like tubes of sweets, what you can get. A big Galaxy bar there. Somebody would like that for Christmas. They had these pitted dates in. I don't know what you use these for. I think people use them for cooking the Christmas cake, don't they? I don't know. I might be wrong. And then we're moving on to gift ideas. Now, I thought this was a lovely gift idea, this facial moisturiser, and it was in the forest green packaging, which I thought was perfect for Christmas. And if you pair it with this, the Soft Waves hair thingy, what a lovely gift for someone. So, like, inexpensive. What else have you got? This sugary, wacky winder mix. Wacky winder mix. I don't know. Full of sugar anyway. And a giant bag of Tetley tea bags, guys. How nice is this for a tea lover? Just give them that for Christmas. Wrap it up in a bit of paper. They'd be loving life. They had some lovely candles in mind in Aldi. They really did. There's a big one in a minute. I'm going to show you. I absolutely adore it. I didn't smell them, mind, because I can't when I'm recording. I can't like lift them up and smell them because I've got my phone in my hand. But they had a bitter orange one. They had one with a silver lid, one with a gold lid, and then they had these ones here with the little bows on top. And I thought they were gorgeous. Wouldn't that be lovely for a table centrepiece? And that would last a while, that candle, wouldn't it? I thought they were gorgeous for Christmas. And then I saw these little cream Christmas tree candles. I thought they were lovely. That was a bit of Mrs. C right there. Very nice, very nice. And then $7.99 in the sale, this trifle glass serving dish. I thought that was lovely if you like your trifle on Christmas. Oh, and isn't them dessert plates lovely? I know Spend the Day With Me, Stacey would like them. They were in the sale for $3.99. A Biscoff giant chocolate bar there for any of you Biscoff lovers. I just tried to film everything Christmassy. They had a great selection of advent calendars, mind, in Aldi. I was very, very impressed. And my 18-year-old actually picked one out of these. So he did want this one first, and then he put that back, and then he picked a different one. So I've got all the kids' calendars now. And there's a sweetie one there, which I thought was good, because some kids don't like chocolate, they like sweets. A nice little bluey one there. And then they had sensory advent calendars, which I thought were brilliant for children with autism or ADHD. I thought that was a great idea. Look at that. And they get a different little toy in every day on the lead up to Christmas. And then a jigsaw one for your jigsaw lovers. You know, I'm not a jigsaw lover myself, but a lot of you might be. And then I saw these, which I thought would be nice, good Christmas gift ideas. These shower gels, I thought they were lovely packaging and only $1.99. And I thought, you know, if you put that with a little mini box of chocolates, you've got yourself a little gift for somebody for so cheap, haven't you? And then they do the pink one there. I thought that was nice for teenage girls. Who wouldn't love that? Do you know what I mean? Yes, you don't have to spend a lot of money, guys. Just get yourself down to Aldi. They had these Ugg-style slippers, which I thought were nice. They would look nice in a little hamper, wouldn't they? Imagine them with that gold shower gel. Come on. Beautiful present for a woman. Absolutely wonderful. And then they had these gorgeous little Ugg boots. Aren't they lovely for little girls? You know, if my girl was still little, I would have bought her them. I thought they were absolutely gorgeous. They had a great selection of thick, warm winter socks. So you can either have these as your bed socks or under your boots for when it gets really, really cold. I thought they were nice. They had women's ones and men's ones. And they had some for cheaper for $2.99, I think, and then some 3-pack for $4.99. And I thought these were lovely for men. Like my husband would love them. So they had a grey selection, a navy selection, and a beige and brown selection. So I thought, on the green ones there, I didn't notice the green ones when I was filming. So they were nice. They're a nice Christmas gift, aren't they? You know, just get somebody a set of socks and be done with it. They had some nice centerpieces in for $7.99. I thought they were lovely. Very classic and traditional these were. And there was 2 different kinds of them. There was ones with red and ones with green. A beautiful selection of candles, mind. I was really impressed with the candles in Aldi, and they had lots of reed diffusers in as well. And you'll see in a minute they had a giant reed diffuser. Oh, it was just amazing. I absolutely love this candle here. If I got that as a gift for Christmas, that would be me happy. That candle right there, absolutely gorgeous. And they just had a lovely selection. Like I say, I didn't get to smell them because obviously when I'm holding my phone filming. But nice reed diffuser for Christmas, do you know what I mean? And a box of chocolates, can't go wrong. They had some lovely giant candles in. Look at the size of them. I mean, that would go on all year, wouldn't it? You'd be burning that all year. So I thought they were nice as well. And then here's the giant reed diffuser. Look at the size of that. What a present that would be, mind. Look at that. $12.99. They had a nice laptop riser. I thought that was nice. That was in the sale for $9.99, I think. Yeah, it was a good gift idea. Oh, and I had to show you this autumn bed, and I thought that was lovely. I know it's not Christmas, but it is nice, and it would be warm for Christmas on your bed. So technically it is Christmas. They had some nice activities in for kids. So moving on to the kids' gift ideas now, guys, and Aldi doesn't disappoint. There was loads in here for younger kids. I thought these were good for teenagers, murder mystery games. How good is that? And then escape room. I thought that was good if you've got teenage, says age 9+. And then I thought that was great. $17.99 for that boxing thing, and you've got your targets there. I'm not sure whether that plays music. I've seen ones that do play music, but I'm not sure. I think that's just a Target one. You've got your Monster High dolls for all the little girls who love Monster High. That was good. What else have you got, Mrs. C? Or you've got Gabby's Doll's House. Now, I've never watched this myself, but if you've got little girls, she was quite a decent size soft doll. I can't remember how much she was though. You've got a nice little selection of books for little ones for just £1.99. They're good, like for you. You know, like a Christmas Eve present, that with a little set of pyjamas. Do you know what I mean, guys? Water beads kit. That's a good present for, you know, girls love activities and things like that. Magnetic build, and they were glow-in-the-dark magnets, which I thought were good because I've never seen the glow-in-the-dark ones before. Little live pets, brilliant for little kids. And then they had these, I don't know what these were, but I filmed them anyway and I couldn't make out what they were. What does it say? With book and puzzle pieces. I don't know what they were, but they were £4.99. And they had loads of Bluey stuff in Aldi. So if you've got a child that loves Bluey, get yourself to Aldi because they literally had everything Bluey. They had some nice books there. They would make nice Christmas presents. And they all catered for girls and boys. So whatever was there for girls was there for boys as well, which I thought was good. Cocoa Melon little activity set there with the colourings in. That was good. Disney scratch art. Again, you know, my stepdaughters would love stuff like that. They had a lot of these giant squishy teddy things in, which the kids seem to love, don't they? And then they had a lovely array of wooden toys in, guys. So if you want wooden toys for your kids, they've got them all out in Aldi right now. There's all the Bluey stuff there. So you've got, there's loads of Bluey stuff, absolutely loads. Lots of colouring activities. There's a Bluey camera there. I can't remember what else was there. There was, yeah, just like the little figures and things like that. I thought they were good. £6.99. £12.99. What's that? A Bluey medical kit. Medical case. That's good. Then what's that there? Cloud bag doctor set. So they had everything in Bluey. Absolutely everything. They had a little twin buggy there for £14.99, which I thought was cute. A Bluey twin buggy. Now, I would have loved that as a little girl. I absolutely loved dolls and prams when I was a little girl. A doll and a pram for me of Christmas would have been the best day ever. They had the big Bluey cars in, the ride-along cars for age 2+, and some Bluey bowling. I do like a bit of bowling. I like a bit of bowling. And a scavenger hunt. A nice little Bluey scavenger. That's quite good, that, isn't it? And I'm looking at this back. I'm seeing it properly now. I'm editing this back. And here's all the wooden stuff. So they had a big slide there for £49.99. They had a little wooden bike that you just push along with your legs there. And like I say, lots of wooden toys. This was like a wooden drawing board, which I thought was good. I've never seen them in the wooden before because they're normally plastic, aren't they? But great for like toddlers and babies, all the wooden bits, aren't they? And they really like aesthetic, aren't they? If you have a nursery full of wooden bits, it's just wonderful, isn't it? I've had little wooden cars like that in the past for Prosper and he just hoys them about. He's not bothered. So I won't be getting Prosper any wooden bits, I don't think. What else have they got here? A big wooden circus. That's good, isn't it? I mean, if you had a big house and a big nursery, you could have all these bits in. Unfortunately, Mrs. C's toys are in the living room with everything else. So, I won't be getting any of that. They had a toolkit. Now, my 9-year-old would have loved this when he was little. He was obsessed with tools at one point. And he had toolkits every Christmas. But Prosper doesn't seem to be into tools, so I don't need that. Some nice little activity packs there for £4.99 for girls and boys. I thought that was nice. I mean, who doesn't love a little activity pack like that? You've got everything in. You put all your bits in your pencil case. I still get excited about things like that now. And then they had this dog robot, which I might go back and get for Prosper, actually, because I think he would actually play with this because he loves controllers and things with buttons. And I think he'll like the fact that the dog will move. So I might go back and get that. They had a lovely neon nature colouring kit. My stepdaughters would love that. And then what's this? These mini brands. I don't know what these are. I think you open them up and you get loads of little bits. They had two lovely coloured pencil tins in where you get all the coloured pencils in a lovely tin. And then they had the watercolour pencils as well. And I thought that was a lovely gift for somebody who likes colouring. I know one of my stepdaughters, she's really into drawing and she's really, really good at drawing. She's very talented. So she always, we often get her like a drawing pad and some pencils because she just loves drawing. They had these big $3.49 activity giant pads in the Peter Rabbit. I love Peter Rabbit stuff. And again, in the bluey. They had these watercolour sets. So this is the plain paper. So if you team that with one of those tins there, what a lovely present. Do you know what I mean? My older stepdaughter would absolutely love that as a gift. And then they had these in. Now, I don't promote alcohol, guys, but I saw them and I thought they looked quite quirky. They were little cocktails. So, you know, if you had 20-year-olds or kids in the 20s, they would... I think they would be good stocking fillers, like a little cocktail. So yeah, that's food for thought, or should I say drink for thought. $3.25 they were. And then we're moving on to some bougie jams, guys, for your little hampers. I thought I would film this. So you've got your strawberry bougie jam, your apricot or peach was that, and then your cherry. And they were like the bougie jams. How much were they? They were $2.29. Now, the next bougie jams down from them were these ones. You had your strawberry, apricot, and apple and blackcurrant, which I thought sounded nice. They were a bit cheaper at $1.85. So you could have jam in your hampers, guys. And then they had the Christmas currants in. You know, if you're making your own Christmas cake, I wouldn't have a clue. They have the icing in there and the marzipan. Again, I wouldn't have a clue what to do with these. And then they had all of the jars of brandy mincemeat for making your own mince pies. Now, I don't like mince pies, but the hubby loves a mince pie. Your tubes are sweet, and then we're moving on for dessert in Aldi. So they had lots of things there. Giant nutcracker. You've got your roulade selection there. What else have you got? Your pavlova. I've never ever had pavlova, like. If any of you lot have had pavlova, let me know what it's like, because I haven't got a clue. You've got your pies there. There was two different. There was sticky toffee and, what was it, berry pie there, and your apple strudel. Could have that with custard for a dessert. And then you've got your classic gâteaux. I always make my Christmas dessert now because I've bought Christmas desserts in the past, like things like this. Got all excited, and then when you come to having them, they've been bloody horrible, you know. So I always just I'll either make a proper sponge cake or I'll make a cheesecake. Whatever we want at the time, do you know what I mean? But yeah, and I think as well, just a classic gâteau. You can't go wrong with a bit of gâteau. I thought these were good, original pancakes, what you bake yourself, like you heat them up yourself. They'd be nice for like Christmas Eve morning breakfast. If any of you lot do a Christmas Eve breakfast. More ice creams there. There was lots of pistachio things there, and little bougie pots of ice cream. You know, like when it's the posh ice cream. And then they had this movie night monster cookie. Thought they were good for kids. You know, if they don't eat like puddings, they want a pot of ice cream for after the Christmas dinner or something like that. So they had lots of selection of them. And then I went over to Home Bargains and I just filmed a little bit because I saw some new bits in. How lovely are these pyjamas for a little girl. And they had a girl's set and a boy's set and the matching slippers. So how lovely would they be for like your Christmas Eve pyjamas for a little one. They didn't have prosperous size. They just for like babies. But how nice are them with the little slippers. The slippers were £3 and I think the pyjamas were £6. I think they were £6, I'm not sure. And then they had the blue as well. How lovely is that as a little set? Oh, absolutely adorable. And I love these for Prosper. I've already bought his jammers for the 1st of December. And I've just bought ordinary jams. I haven't gone for Christmas. But when I saw them, I thought, oh, aren't they lovely? And they only had one set, so they didn't even have his size. But they were that soft fabric. I thought these were nice as well for Christmas jammers. They were the soft fabric again. And then they had the Harry Potter ones. I know there's lots of Harry Potter fans out there. And they were lovely and soft as well. Really, really nice and soft. So I thought they were nice, £12. And then these were new in as well, these little candle ice cream trucks. I thought these, what a lovely gift that would be. Like, I would love that for Christmas. 2 scented candles, and they had like 4 different flavours, so you get 2 flavours, 2 cents in each, sorry, for £4.99. What a lovely gift that is. And then they had these in, Christmas tea lights, well, sort of Christmassy, the chocolate orange, and I can't remember what the other one was, but they were new in because I couldn't find any last time I was in. And then these candles here I thought were absolutely gorgeous. Look at that for a gift for somebody. Isn't that lovely? So you've got the spiced, what is that, spiced cinnamon or something? And then the eucalyptus, and clove. Is that eucalyptus and clove? I'm trying to read quick here, you guys. What does the next one say? Quick. Some cozy cashmere. How posh are those candles? Absolutely gorgeous. £2.99. So I thought they were really nice. And then I thought these were fun. Cinnamon spice spritzer. What a tongue twister that is. Like cans of pop-up candles. Candy cane cocktail. And they did actually smell quite nice. I smelt inside the cap there. There was 4 different ones. So there was a purple one and a green one as well. Look at me fishing this out, guys. The things I do for you lot, you know. Holly Jolly Juice. So they're good stocking fillers. Do you know what I mean? For somebody who loves candles. And these 2 were really nice as well. £2.99. The North Pole Wishes and the Frosted Christmas Tree. They were lovely. But the candy cane one was horrible. So bear that in mind. And these were new in. And I am brewing because I wanted these for me older 2. I've already bought the Christmas mugs for me older 2, haven't I? And then I've went in last week and saw these. And I thought, oh, they would have been lovely for me teenage son and daughter. But hey ho, I've already bought. I'm not wasting money. And then they had a lovely neutral set of Christmas wearing, which I thought was lovely. Really, really nice. And then some nice traditional ones there. I haven't got a Christmas set, guys. I haven't even got a normal dinner set, never mind a bloody Christmas set. And then they had this gingerbread candle thing in. Somebody had ripped that packaging over. It wasn't me, but somebody had ripped that open, and I thought, that's terrible, that, because that's like a gift for somebody, and you've just ripped the bugger open, but never mind. Oh, isn't that lovely? Absolutely fabulous. Oh, wonderful. That's made me happy today, that has. Right, let's get back to it, guys. I just put that clip in because them things made my day with the music on. I just thought they were absolutely wonderful. So they had this Polar Express mug set in, which I thought was nice. That was new and I hadn't seen that last week. And this refillable sweet shop, which I thought was quite good. Guys, I'm back in now. I am frozen over. I've put my dressing gown straight on because I'm absolutely ice cold. I need a nice hot cup of tea. I'm back home now, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little look around Aldi. I haven't filmed middle aisles in Aldi for so long, and it was really, really nice to do, actually. I really, really enjoyed it. There's loads of Christmas gift ideas in there. There's just something for everyone. I covered the food and all that. Loads of nice little stocking fillers, loads of food bits for like hampers and things like that. If you're doing somebody a little hamper, there's just all sorts, isn't there? So I hope you got some ideas from that and it was good use of you. Good use to you, because what's more helpful than doing your weekly food shop at Aldi and being able to do a bit of Christmas shopping while you're there? I was just saying to my son when we were out, right, my 18-year-old, I was saying to him, when you have kids, right, I said, do yourself a massive favour. I said, go to one shop for your Christmas present, just one shop, Get everything in that one shop and be done, because you don't want to be spending too much money going and buying from all different places, and you don't want to be stressing yourself out over Christmas. So I'm hoping he'll take that on board when he's married with children. But hey ho, we'll see. I'll show you what I picked up. I picked up a few. Oh, I'll show you this actually. I got from Aldi. I think this was £1.99 or £2.99, and it's a slime bath. Glow in the dark, so it turns the bath into slime, and it has glow in the dark stars in it. So I thought that would be good for me younger two to have like a slimy bath on Christmas Eve together. They love stuff like that, absolutely love it. It just washes away down your sink, so it doesn't cause any damage. But I thought, oh, isn't that nice? I put that on the I might put that out 1st of December box. I know I'm not showing you like the proper presents, but I will show you this, because I think they'll love that. And it is skin safe, stain free, easy clean and drain safe. Now it says 3+, but I think that's because of the stars, the mini stars, the choking hazard. So I can take the stars out, because I think the stars are in a separate bag, I'm hoping. Anyway, slime bath for your kids, guys. £1.99 from Aldi. What a good present. What a good present. So I'll be putting that in the 1st of thingy box. I picked up some tubes of sweets, but I can't show you them because they're for my stepdaughters, and I know sometimes they watch my channel. My son picked this. Mind, it's been bruised and battered in with a food shop. And look, this is ripped and everything. My oldest son picked this up for the 1st of December. I've already got the 2 middle ones. And I was looking all over for a dairy-free one for Prosper, and I can't find one anywhere. So I just thought I'll pick him a little Paw Patrol one up, because he likes Paw Patrol. And it's only 1 chocolate a day, so it won't be too bad on his belly. Normally now, if he eats chocolate, like if the kids are having chocolate, we get him a tiny little Kinder bar or something, he'll have like the pumps. He's not too bad. But like when he was a baby, he used to scream on normal milk, so we had to have him on, we had to get special milk from when he was a baby, because he was just horrendous on normal milk, couldn't handle it at all. And now we give him the oat milk, so he has the odd bit of chocolate. But I think 1 of these a day won't do much harm to him. So I've got him that. I picked up my normal 4 baby wipes, you don't want to see that, and my normal handy wipes, because we're just going through loads of handy wipes, because I'm that frightened of getting sick again. Every time we go out to the park or the play areas or just out shopping, everyone's just getting the hands cleaned with the handy wipes, because I'm so frightened of getting that flu again. Honestly. I picked up 2 fresh orange juices for my middle 2, because they love a fresh orange juice, so I'll have to give them that. 2 hot sauces, because the hubby swears by this hot sauce and I like it as well. So I always get 2 of them a week. And then I picked up this wrapping paper for 1st of December to wrap the kids' little bits in on the table. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I love a bit of tartan at Christmas. Very nice. I picked up this to do on my Vlogmas. I wanted this a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, oh, that's... And then when I saw them today, I thought, you know what? If I don't get these today, they'll go and I'll be wounded. So I've got that to bake on one of me to do Vlogmas. And either 1 or 2 of the kids will probably help us do that. I can't remember how much that was. Was it $1.69 or $2.69? I don't know. But I thought it was a bit different from your average baking sessions. It's a bit different. A bit fancy. It's a bit of bougie baking, isn't it? The rest of my wipes. And then I couldn't find a stocking for Prosper. There was 1 stocking in the whole of Home Bargains, which I was so shocked at. Because normally there was a few sacks, few different design sacks, but no stockings. There was 1 cream knitted stocking, and it was a fancy bougie one. I thought, I don't want that for the Ben. He's only 2, do you know what I mean? So I saw this for 79 pence. Decorate your own stocking. So you get the little pack of felt tips and the little, it's like a linen fabric that. So they can colour, you can colour all the pictures in. So what I'm going to do is put this out on the 1st of December on the table for him. So he can colour all this in, and then he can have this as his stocking for like a couple of years. Because he'll only want a little stocking. Because one thing, I always put in the stockings like treats. You know, like chocolates and sweets and all of that. But because Prosper is dairy free, you can't have much in there. I know there's some little, I can get some dairy free bars here, there and everywhere, but they're hard to come by, you know. So, and he can't have sweets because he's only little. So I'm thinking maybe he might just have a couple of little mini toys and maybe a couple of little dairy free chocolate bars in there. So he doesn't need a big stocking, do you know what I mean? And I thought, and isn't that precious as well, because we can have it and keep it knowing that he's coloured all that and decorated it when he was 2 years old. So I thought that was really nice for 79p. So that was what I got. And I just got my normal Aldi food shop. Oh, while I'm on, guys, there's a lovely subscriber. I don't know whether she's new subscriber. I think she's new-ish, called Zena. Lovely, lovely lady. And she always leaves a comment on my videos. And she told me yesterday that she watches my videos with her children, and they really, really love it. So that literally warmed my heart. To think that people watch me with the children is just so lovely. And I never swear on the channel, guys. I won't swear. So it is a child-friendly channel, this. So yeah, so I said to her, what's your children's names, because I want to give them a shout out on my channel. Now, the children have the most beautiful names. I can pronounce a couple of them, but the rest of them I can't pronounce. I'm going to write them on the screen here, because I don't want to pronounce them wrong, because they're absolutely beautiful names. So Zena, if you're watching this, hello sweetheart, thank you so much for supporting my channel, and thank you to your lovely children. Hello, you lovely children, thank you for watching my channel. It's mad to think people would watch me with the kids, you know. So yes, I hope you're all being good. You're being good for your mum, and I really, really appreciate you watching my channel. And I hope you all have a lovely day. So if anybody else watches my channel with the children, feel free to let me know, and I'll give the kids a shout out on a video, because I just love kids, don't I? Just love children. And my kids watch my channel, do you know what I mean? They always put my channel on the telly in here. I'll often be doing my housework and I can hear my own voice in the background on the living room telly. But yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Aldi Christmas what's it going to be, an Aldi Christmas shop with me, and I hope it gave you lots of good gift ideas. And remember, guys, do not spend a fortune at Christmas. Don't skint yourself for one day. It's really not worth it. Spend a little and laugh a lot. That's Mrs. C's motto. I will love you and leave you with scripture of the day, and I'm off to make a hot cup of tea and chill out with the kids all day. So bye.